There's a lot of, like, non-admissible evidence that I keep reading and it keeps driving me crazy.
Okay, what? He wasn't allowed to
He took
testify.
the fifth. Simpson took the fifth.
Okay.
That's, like I said earlier, if somebody had said something crazy about me, I would be the first to stand up and say, absolutely not. I would never do something like that.
But then it might be different if you're extremely emotional. He almost killed himself. He was mentally unstable.
What were the reasons for that? He was stricken of grief because he lost his ex-wife.
Let's read the suicide letter.
A waiter at his favorite Italian restaurant.
He's still okay. To whom it may concern, first, everyone understand I have nothing to do with Nicole's murder. I loved her, always will, and always have and always will. If we had a problem, it's because I loved her so much. That's kind of cliche, but whatever. Recently...
We had a problem because she was out doing whatever.
Recently, we came to the understanding that for now, we were not right for each other, at least for now. Despite our love, we were different, and that's why we mutually agreed to go our separate ways. It was tough splitting for a second time, but we both knew it was for the best. He clearly still loved her.
Okay.
At least by this letter.
Okay.
Inside, I had no doubt that in the future we would be close, as friends or more. Again, this is his writing, so I'm having a hard time reading it. Unlike what has been written in the press, Nicole and I had a great relationship for most of our lives together. Remember, he said most.
Even the best of relationships have arguments and things.
Yeah. Like all long-term relationships, we had a few downs and ups. Ups and downs, okay. I took the heat New Year's 1989 because that's what I was supposed to do. I did not plead no contest or for any other reason but to protect our privacy and was advised it would end the press hype. I don't want to belabor knocking the press, but I can't believe what is being said. Most of it is totally made up. I know you have a job to do, but as a last wish, please, please, please leave my children in peace. Their lives will be tough enough. I want to send my love and thanks to all my friends. I'm sorry I can't name every one of you, especially AC. Man, thanks for being in my life. The support and friendship I received from so many. Wayne, Hughes, Lewis, Marks, Frank Olson, Mark Packer, Bender, Bobby Kardashian. I wish we had spent more time together in recent years. My golfing buddies, Hoss, Alan, Austin, Mike, Craig, Bender, Weiler, Sandy, Jay, Donnie. Thanks for the fun. All my teammates over the years, Reggie, you were the soul of my pro career. Ahmad, I never stopped being proud of you. Marcus, you've got a great lady. And Catherine, don't mess it up. Bobby Chandler, thanks for always being there. Skip and Kathy, I love you guys. Without you, I never would have made it through this far. Margaret, thanks for the early years. We had some fun. Paula, what can I say? You are special. I'm sorry we're not going to have our chance. God brought you to me, and I now see. Okay. As I leave, you'll be in my thoughts. I think of my life and feel I have done most of the right things. What the outcome, people will look and point. I can't take that. I can't subject my children to that. This way they can move on and go on with their lives. Please, if I've done anything worthwhile in my life, let my kids live in peace from you, press. In quotations. I've had a good life. I'm proud of how I lived. My mama taught me to do unto other. I treated people the way I wanted to be treated. Okay. Interesting. I've always tried to be up and helpful, so why is this happening? I'm sorry for the Goldman family. I know how much it hurts. Nicole and I had a good life together. All this press talk about a rocky relationship was no more than what every long-term relationship experiences. All her friends will confirm. We both.
Every relationship is different. I know. I'm just saying.
All her friends will confirm that I have been totally loving and understanding of what she's been going through. That's bullshit. At times, I have felt like a battered husband or boyfriend, but I loved her. Make that clear to everyone, and I would take whatever it took to make it work. Don't feel sorry for me. I've had a great life, great friends. Please think of the real OJ and not this lost person. Thanks for making my life special. I hope I helped yours. Peace and love, OJ, with a smiley face inside the email. I don't agree too much with the last part, but again, I think it all leads to the onsets of CTE.
What all?
Just how, again, he didn't want Okay, let's compare this to a recent event. Aaron Hernandez. He didn't want to put his kids through this.
Aaron Hernandez. Oh, you're talking about the
title.
right. He was stricken with guilt, and he killed himself.
Okay, but he was smart because technically he was still under contract with them, so it gave the daughter all the money.
But I don't think she ended up with any of it.
I think she did. We could talk about that in another podcast.
Even though I'm just saying, like, he was stricken with guilt, and it turned out that he was a homosexual in jail and he had a boyfriend, and he killed himself.
Okay, back to OJ. We'll talk about.
He was like a drug dealer.
We'll talk about
like
that one
criminal.
another time. That's
OJ
like another
was
one.
in a fit of love, and
I just,
here's what I think happened. I think
what?
OJ was continuing. Okay. This is what I think happened. I think OJ was continually trying to intervene in her life, in what's her name's life, in his ex-wife's life, Nicole. He was trying to help her, and he came up on a situation with her standing outside, talking to a tall, good-looking guy. I mean, if you've seen the picture of Ron Goldman, he's a good-looking guy, long hair. He's not Paul Blart. That's what I mean by good-looking. I'm not saying. I'm saying that's.
Don't bash Paul Blart.
I'm just saying.
Paul Blart.
You know what I mean. He's not some balding, mustached, weird guy. I'm saying he's a good-looking guy, and he thought that. Oh, is this the guy? Is this who you're with now? No, OJ, please. Oh my God, no, OJ. Stab,
Can you use that voice every time?
Stab. That's what I think happened. Not stabbed, you know what I mean.
He did stab them.
I know. But he cut their throats, too.
Well, he didn't, but whoever did it, did it.
Oh, you just said he did stab him.
Again, we're talking...
I know you don't. I know.
But,
I want to go back to the thing that he said to the guy in jail. He said, I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
Again, it could be so many things.
And the guy... Dude! And it could be one of those things. It could be the murder.
Sure, it could
he said,
be,
you've got to come clean. You've got to tell people about this.
But I doubt it.
Come clean about what? Did he hide a kilo of cocaine somewhere? Did he...
He wasn't on
Did he
drugs.
take... I'm just saying. Did he take steroids? Did
Maybe.
he cheat? Did he like their balls deflated like a local New England quarterback?
Be about him beating his wife.
That's been known.
But
you don't have to come clean about something that people knew.
New Year's Eve. That's the only known.
It's the only what?
Proven known.
Proven known. You don't have to come clean about something that's known. That's the whole part of it being...
What if he was talking about how much he did it?
No, come on, dude.
Maybe, again, that was a huge
You're calling pebbles boulders right now.
No. That was a huge thing within the case, and he knew that. He knew that would probably convict him, is his behavior before this.
But it was known. There's nothing to come clean about if you knew it.
If he beat her more.
Dude, come on. That's not a plausible that's not a plausible thing. That's not it. And then all of a sudden the defense his Johnny Cochran, a team of legal assassins, doesn't let Rosie Guerrier, the guy who he allegedly said this to, or the cop on because it was like inadmissible for some reason.
Yeah, because he was eavesdropping.
My thing is, though, that this is also what I keep coming back to. If somebody said you're a murderer and you killed your ex-wife to me, I'd be like, bananas, you're an idiot. Of course not, I didn't do that. I would not.
I would tell him, prove it.
I would not do this. That says you did something wrong.
When? When was he doing that?
He took the fifth. He was never taken to the stand.
Okay.
The only time he ever did anything for the case was trying on the glove.
Okay.
That was treated with, I don't know what the chemical was, but
So
it was treated to preserve something, and it shrunk the glove because the right glove in the picture fits. Nicole Brown admits to buying the glove in 1990, the Axis Light XL glove.
How could she admit it if she's dead?
No, I'm saying there was like receipts or something like that. Excuse me. You're right. I'm sorry. She bought the Bloomingdale's. She went to Bloomingdale's and bought the glove. It's a high-end glove.
Okay.
Axis Light XL glove.
Okay.
An extra large glove.
Okay.
He admits to owning and wearing a pair.
Okay.
Just like that for the 4 years, 1990 to 1994, 1995.
Okay.
He admits to owning a pair. He doesn't admit that that's his pair. All they found was the right glove at his house.
Okay.
and the left glove at the scene.
Okay.
Who throws one glove out behind their house in a fit of
He's smart enough not to do it. Think about it. If you can
to do what he threw the
to
glove.
throw the glove, if he is smart enough to
So
where
what you're
we
saying is that all the evidence was placed.
can, for the most part, yeah.
Was the cop a detective?
Yes,
He was a detective. He wasn't a street cop. He wasn't a patrol cop.
I believe he was.
So he was actively
yeah.
trying to frame OJ. Now, I'm not talking about him being a racist. I'm talking about him actively trying to frame OJ.
Mm-hmm. And here's the other problem: when they found the blood or the glove, the blood was still wet. If he killed her at approximately, what was it, 10, the prosecution said 10:15, the defense said 10:40, the blood on that glove should have been dried by 5 in the morning.
It says that another thing that just came out that someone who was not like me 3 years old when this happened said that he says that he might have dropped the glove climbing the fence in his backyard. It was found on the other side of the fence in the backyard. That's what I'm looking at.
Again, but then why leave one glove and take the other?
Maybe he was he left or right-handed?
He's right.
And they found the left glove
At the scene. At Bundy.
So if you, and this is, I can't believe I'm even going to do something like this. If you're holding the knife in a right hand,
Mm-hmm.
and you're behind somebody, because it's kind of hard to, I don't know how we would do this. You kind of have to be like behind somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you're going like this, and this glove is over here, maybe he's holding the body or something like this. If he's going like this, there wouldn't be blood on the right hand.
Yeah,
there would be blood under it. No, there wouldn't if you're going like this.
There was blood. Okay.
There was blood.
Okay.
Was
there
there
was
blood on the
blood
glove?
on the right glove.
That even okay, so that negates what I was just saying because I was going on a tangent. How is that not?
The blood was still wet.
He admits to owning a glove just like that one. He admits that the glove was found at his house. He admits to climbing the fence behind his house.
Alleged or hypothetically.
No, I'm saying he admits to it.
Who?
OJ. He climbed the fence behind his house because he thought cops were coming for him. Again,
When
showing.
did he admit that?
Let me see if I can find it.
I'll
look back in a second. I don't want to not
about
talk. Subsequent to the criminal trial, other evidence of Simpson's guilt surfaced. The most significant of the new evidence may have been photographs of Simpson wearing Bruno Maggielli shoes,
Oh, I saw that.
which
Everyone
were the
can wear
same
those
shoe
shoes.
print.
Okay, wear those shoes.
Same size? Just happened to be at his
A
ex-wife's
size
house?
12? I'm a size 12.
Okay, I'm just
Size
saying.
12 is very, for men, very average.
Sure. But to be a size 12 at his ex-wife's house, stepped in blood, found at the house, with blood on them. Not admissible. This is under the list
it
of
wasn't
not
admissible.
admissible. It was not admissible.
Because it was tainted.
Okay.
The cop left it in his car overnight.
Subsequent to the trial, Simpson has devoted no real effort to tracking down the real killer, nor any significant evidence surfaced suggesting that the killer was anything other than Simpson. So it looks like what came out, as I just found it, what came out was his neighbor heard a noise that was like somebody climbing a fence. OJ didn't say he climbed a fence or anything like that. His neighbor heard a noise that sounded like somebody climbing the fence, and it was dark. What was it? 5 o'clock in the morning.
Here, you're thinking of the guy who lives back by him. Here's thumping on the wall outside his room. Okay, so let's go over now that you brought
Simpson
that
did
up.
not testify at his own criminal trial. Defense attorneys will almost always call a witness to articulate a claim that they believe to be innocent. He took the fifth in something like I said before.
Because there was
If
enough
somebody
evidence.
had said something about him, but
gloves-
no, you
the
can't
gloves
say
was
that.
enough. The gloves
But
were
you
enough.
can't say as a defense. It's not your job to say, "Oh, there's enough evidence here." You have to have, "Oh, we need this much." You have to have this much. The prosecution only needs one smoking gun.
They
the
were smart
defense
not to do
needs
it.
a bunch of things to say he didn't do this.
They were smart not to do it
I don't know.
because they know.
I'm not an attorney.
They
I'm not
know.
a practiced trial attorney. I don't know if that's smart or not. Johnny Cochran apparently was one of the best defense attorneys of all time. He knew it was smart enough not to do it.
Because think of it, they would grill him, like, they would dig into him
Yeah.
about the abuse.
they didn't call him to the stance because if the defense were to call Simpson